Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Gwinnett Stripers and the Syracuse Chiefs. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Chris Francisco is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Third baseman.
Striding into the box, Miles Cooper. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Popped him up. Defoe is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And guys, this team took it on the chin last game, and I think a lot had to do with the fact that they're not playing great defense. Committed 2 errors in that one in some big opportune times, and it came back to bite them. Something to look forward to today.
Into the box now, Miles Cooper.
Number 13, Miles Cooper.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Goslin leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
On a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Now batting, Eddie Villarreal.
Now batting, catcher Eddie Villarreal.
The 2-2. Oh, toward third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So a good bounce back inning here after the 5-run outburst last time around. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Syracuse is out in front 5-2. Now at the plate, Miles Cooper. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Cooper.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and a ball 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, a left-handed hitter up in a 2-0 count, there's a pretty good chance if he hits this, he's going to hit it hard down that first base line. So if you're the first baseman right now, be on your toes and be ready for a bullet.
He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Miles Cooper. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Bruno racing back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. Around second now and headed for third. And he'll make it to third safely, so your tying run is 90 feet away with only 1 gone. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. And wouldn't this be something if he could work out of this with that 1-run lead still in check?
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games. So this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Ready now, Rocky McWilliams, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Bruno. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Chiefs lead it 5-4.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4 the final tally. Syracuse took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Chris Francisco earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Sean Ashburn was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Omar Samuels hammers down the save, his 41st of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team.
Time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings you coverage from the International League. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Gwinnett Stripers and the Syracuse Chiefs. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Matt Grace gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Cooper.
Here's the first pitch to him. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble.
You're going, you're going.
McWilliams rounds the corner and is headed home. And a relay to the plate. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Stepping into the box, Dustin Peterson. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. He's set, and the pitch. Missed with a slider. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Now the 2-0 home. And he goes down and gets this one as it's lifted high into the air out to medium deep center. Maury is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. The relay throw, and the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of the second. The Stripers lead it 1-0. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Miles Cooper, he'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's set. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. So far this year against Southpaws, Cooper has an eye-grabbing batting line, one that resides above the 340 plateau.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
This is line to left. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Come on, dig.
Culberson rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate. It's a 2-2 game.
Yeah, you want to applaud the effort as he sells out for it, but the smarter move would have been to take a deeper angle and cut the ball off. He does that, and the runner probably doesn't score from first. On the flip side, great piece of hitting right there.
So coming to the plate, Dustin Peterson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Throw over to third, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Oh, 2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. Line drive to center field. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much.
Digging in, Miles Cooper. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Miles Cooper.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one just missed outside. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Popped up. Stevenson calls for it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Ready for another chance? Nick Morey. He singled his last time up.
Center fielder, Nick Morey.
He's got a piece up the line. Cooper comes up with it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate.
Catcher, Pedro Severino.
The windup and the 0-1. Hard to third. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Boy, that's a big base hit right there. The only problem now, D-Row, you have the pitcher's spot on deck. It'll be interesting to see how they play this one.
Well, those guys on the bench, they know their pay grade. They've been getting loose since the 4th inning. I look for the manager to depth.
Coming to the plate now, Miles Cooper, and their runners at the corners now.
Cooper.
From the stretch. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And it is trouble that finds the gap for extra bases. He pulls into third safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Boy, not close again. His 3rd walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Now batting, catcher, James.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Castro makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Pedro Mota, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. So 2 runs on just 1 base hit, no errors, and a couple of men left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Gwinnett leads it 6-3. Leading off the inning, Jeff Carper, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly do that right now.
This one's down to third. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Stepping up now, Miles Cooper. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game.
Cooper.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two and two. The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
He loses him on ball 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Now at the plate, Dustin Peterson. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Cooper, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Now batting, third baseman, Rio Ruiz.
Now a little looper back up the middle, and that's going to fall. A base hit.
Long throw to third. Throw won't get him. And they'll add 1 more to the total as the score moves to 7-4 now.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful, giving them that.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
8-4 the final this afternoon. The Stripers rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Dan Law earns his 5th winner of the year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score. First for the victorious